What up? What up? So, since last time, not Freaky Friday, but last podcast.
Yeah.
We had pretty good feedback on the last one.
Sure.
I had pretty good feedback
From your sister, yeah. But yes, my mom also said that she enjoyed it. She was like, I comment on everything. I'm like, where? I don't see anything. So I don't know. But
Mom, don't lie.
Laura Anderson, comment on the post because it makes it go up. But yeah, we talked a lot of like deeper things last time.
Yeah. So last time was a little too
It
serious.
was really deep for us.
Yeah.
And which we are deep. We're deep individuals, but we're gonna go a little lighter with something that we thoroughly enjoy so much more, and that is
Patios.
food, and a good place to get a drink.
Yeah.
So I wrote it out yesterday while I was at a golf scramble, bored by myself for a little bit. She says she's got it all in her brain, so we'll see.
You know how that goes.
I've got quite a few. But yeah, so let's start with patios.
Patios.
So,
Myriad.
that's where we're at right now.
Myriad has a great patio,
Both
Newburgh and downtown.
So Newburgh is bigger. So Newburgh is a pole barn in the middle of a lot, and they've got a full wraparound patio with a
Garden
behind us, and their inside is a little more open, and they've got barn doors that they can open and everything, so that's a plus. Downtown, with it being in the McCurdy building, they're a little more confined, but they do have a good patio, and their inside is also pretty well, like their seating wise is pretty good.
They've used the space smartly.
Yeah. But double thumbs up for Myriad, both Newburgh and downtown.
Yep.
That's where we spend most of our time, is Newburgh. I also have Barker's on the west side, which I introduced Alyssa to it last week for St. Patty's Day.
My first time going, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
They also have a wraparound porch. They've got seating outside. The only thing is that they're right off the Lloyd, which so is Newburgh. Myriad Newburgh, but it's not as close.
It's a little more distanced, yeah.
But Barker's is right on the Lloyd, so you can hear the cars a little louder and everything. But shout out to Scott and Grant for that. They're doing a really good job with keeping it up. They just had their 1 year anniversary, their 1 year birthday on Wednesday, and I was there earlier today, and I talked to Scott, and he said they actually sold out of their local brews and their in-house brews, so I thought that was awesome.
That's awesome, yeah.
I didn't get to go. Me and Gilbert were going to go, but we didn't get to because he wasn't feeling good, and I got a new nephew on Thursday morning, and I didn't want to get him sick, so didn't really want to chance that. Yep. But he said they had multiple food trucks. It was really good. They usually have food trucks on Saturdays and Sundays. Just kind of keep an eye on that.
And Myriad does food trucks downtown and Newburgh.
Usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yep.
But Barker's, they've got their patio. They've got downstairs where they've got games downstairs. They've got games upstairs. Myriad Newburgh also has games to play and everything.
And outdoor games as well at Newburgh. They've got giant Jenga. I don't know if you call it giant, but they've got
Jenga,
larger than life Jenga.
Yeah. And then
cornhole.
Newburgh, they've got cornhole. They've got fire pits.
Yep.
Just keep in mind that this is still a brewery, and all these are still breweries, and your children are allowed in both places, but be respectful, because there are still people that come and want to hang out without children, which I respect that.
Goes for
I
restaurants
that,
and stuff too. So
another patio that I have is Rooftop, which I don't know if you've
I've not been to Rooftop.
Rooftop's nice. They've got really good food. So they're also connected to Birdie's, which is a stimulation area. I don't know. I don't want to call it a bar because it's not a bar, but you have to make reservations for it.
Kind of like Club 18. Mr.
Yeah,
B's Club
but
18.
so Birdie's has more than what Club 18. Club
It's
18
larger.
just has golf, where Birdie's has
Soccer,
golf, baseball. Multiple different things, which is kind of cool. I haven't been there, but I know people that have been there.
To Birdie's?
Yes.
We had a work event there one time, and it was super chill. Since we rented it out and stuff, it was just us. But like they had all of that up where it was the soccer and all of that stuff. The food was really good there too. We had some pizza and some appetizers and stuff. It was
they're
pretty nice.
They've got like a Nashville hot chicken bowl thing that's really freaking good. Had that a few times since I've been there. It's a really cool place to just go hang out on a Sunday afternoon. Because I think they close at like 2. They close really early. They are literally just open for brunch, I think, on Sundays. Don't quote me on that. Look it up before you go. But yeah.
Patios, I will add Primetime Newburgh. I've not been to the north location yet, but I do know Primetime Newburgh has the lower patio, but then they've also got the deck too. So I really like that. Summertime and stuff, it's really nice out there as well.
Yeah. And if you're looking for like a coffee shop patio, Honeymoon are in Newburgh has a really good patio. Honeymoon West Side is getting a really, really awesome patio. They're in the works of it now. Winebox kind of small. Green River Road doesn't, or Burkhart doesn't really have one. Hornet's Nest has a really good patio. That's also on my list of breakfast brunch areas. They've got really good patio. They've got mimosas. They've got Bloody Marys. They've got the works. Their food is really good. I really like their chicken and waffles.
I've never
We
eaten
need to
there.
go there. Their hot chicken and biscuits with honey. It's a honey hot. Oh my god.
Sounds good.
It's fantastic. Also for brunch, I have Sunrise Cafe on the north side next to Bob's Gym off of 41. That place is fantastic.
I've never been there either. I don't venture out a whole lot. I need to because I do love supporting local, but I'm also the kind of person that like once I find my niche, I find my spot, I just stick.
They go to Dunkin' Donuts every Saturday morning, so I'm here to represent local. Just you can't see my eyeballs right now, but I'm here to represent local places because she's a Dunkin' Donuts gal, and Dunkin' is not consistent enough with their drinks for me. First of all,
they are more consistent with their drinks than I've had at Donut Bank. I like their coffee better.
I'm not even going to say Donut Bank because
Parlor has good coffee.
Parlor does have good coffee, but I don't see you driving to Parlor to get coffee in the mornings.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
My family would not wait for me.
But yeah, I'm a Starbucks because Starbucks is at least a little more consistent with their drinks. Because I've had drinks from Dunkin' that I've absolutely loved, and then I go back like 2 days later and they're trash.
Yeah.
So the inconsistency has lost me. Where at least if I go to Starbucks, I know it's the same.
And I've had the opposite experience where my Dunkin' is consistent, and then I go to Starbucks and I'll try something, and then I'll get it again, and I'm like,
sorry, I'm a clicky pen person. I'm gonna put the pen up. I also have Parlor Donuts.
Yep.
So for people that are not local, sorry.
They have Green River.
They have Cronuts. So they're croissant donuts.
And they're amazing.
They're not just local to here. So it originated here downtown. Then they expanded to Green River Road. And then from there, they've got...
There's one in...
Dallas.
Nashville?
Dallas, Nashville. I've been to the Nashville one. They have one in Florida.
I want to say Louisville. Have they opened one in Louisville?
So they opened one in Indy.
Okay.
Denver. like all the big cities, they've got an airstream that is actually really cool. It's literally an airstream that they serve donuts out of
That's
and
pretty sweet.
drive everywhere. But yeah, it's so freaking good. It's their coffee's good.
Yep.
Their Aussie eyeballs are really good. Like I don't think I've had anything that's bad there.
Nope.
What else do I
And
got?
they have fun donuts, like not only like cronuts, but like they do the fun flavors and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
They get creative with it.
And they do like seasonal and everything. It's
Ooh, I see Nellie's on there.
I got Donut Bank first, but DB Donut Bank, their donuts are fantastic.
I will give them their donuts, and
Their
I'm sorry.
It's just it depends on the day, depends on who's making it, but it goes from like I have to ask for extra ice on the side because it's obviously hot coffee to cold, and the ice melts so fast but their donuts are so good, and I'm sad that they stopped making cakes.
Yeah, yep. And
their cakes are so
their cakes
good.
were good. We had their cakes at our wedding actually.
Yeah.
But I will say to sorry to anybody that likes them, but I can't do their cookies. I can't. They're just I don't. It's like
it's a plain sugar cookie.
Yeah, I'm not a big sugar cookie person as it is, but there's just something about it. I just can't. I can't get down with the Donut Bank cookies.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So, but their donuts are good.
Donuts are fantastic. Yeah. Yes, I have Nellie's.
Oh man,
Nellie's is in Newburgh, and they're getting ready to open another one on the north side, North Park, the old Wolf's building.
Yep.
And I'm excited for that. Like, granted, we both live. I'm on the Newburgh line, and she's in Newburgh.
Yep.
But it'll be good for them. They have really, really good food. Their breakfast is.
I mean, their Newburgh location is always.
It's always busy. We can't get in there. You go there, and there's at least a 20-minute wait every day. Like every time that you go.
Yeah, which is worth it. Don't get us wrong. Completely worth it.
I mean,
but it'd be good
I will
to have
go
two
and
locations
just drink coffee
too.
there. Their coffee is so good.
Yep. Their skillets. That's what I get a skillet usually.
I always get the waffles.
I'm
a waffle.
I have tried their waffles.
Waffle and pancakes.
Delicious.
As long as I don't have to make it.
Yep.
But yeah, big on that.
And more recently that I've seen is their dessert line that they're rolling out and stuff.
They've got a pre-order for Easter right now.
It just looks. I just want to eat the
never,
cheesecake.
Yeah, I never go like in the afternoons or
it's always
evenings.
Breakfast.
I always go breakfast.
Yep.
Maybe
we need to change that up.
We're big breakfast people. I would rather eat a big breakfast and have a lot of coffee and then not eat again until 6 or 7 o'clock.
Yep. And then and honestly, I'm okay to even just have coffee, wait an hour or two, and then have a big, huge breakfast just all day long.
I'm a big breakfast person. I will eat breakfast all day long.
Absolutely.
But I also eat cereal for dinner. So,
I mean,
whatever. Restaurants. I've got Pangea Second Language. Oh, they own the same place. He's getting ready to open another place here in town. It's like
the old Wind Down building.
Yeah.
Latin American food, if I remember correctly.
Yep. So, Second Language is more of a ramen. We were gonna go there today for lunch, but then
closed on Sundays and Mondays. Just a heads up.
And call and make a reservation because they're busy all the time because it's totally freaking worth it. But if you do get there and you can't get in right away, just remember you're downtown. You're right off 2nd Street, so you can go to Pangea Pizza right next door and get a drink if you want to, or you can go to literally High Scores, Tiki on Main. There's your
Warehouse 410's just down the block.
If open,
they're open and when they've got something going on.
There's plenty of places to go while you wait for your dinner. But
I think the longest I've ever waited there Now, I've not been in large groups, like large groups,
I haven't
but
either,
I
no.
mean, 45 minutes is like what was expected, and I don't even know if we waited that long.
I think the last time I went, it was 45 minutes, and we waited 20.
Yeah.
And which we got seated at the bar, but like, I don't care to be seated at a bar. Like, it doesn't. I'm still gonna be able to talk to the person next to me. It's fine. Yeah. So then Pangea on top of that is more of pizza.
They've got some good street tacos and stuff that they do. Some wings. I'm partial to the Detroit style pizzas.
Yeah, so good.
That crispy edge.
Yeah.
Ooh, yep.
Yep. I've got Comfort downtown. Comfort's really good. Have you been to Comfort?
I've been there a couple of different times, and I've gotten something different each time.
Yeah.
And I think one of the main times that I went and we had their food there was a work event. But we were upstairs.
Yeah.
But like they had like these balsamic Brussels sprouts.
Ooh.
And oh my gosh.
I'm not a big Brussels sprouts person, but like if you cook them right, I will eat them.
They were
Brussels
not too
sprouts
mushy, not too hard.
Asparagus was really good.
It's just I'm still scared of asparagus.
Oh, I love it. I'll eat asparagus before I eat mini cabbage.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
100%.
Nope.
Yeah, I had the Nashville hot chicken last time I was there. I've had their fried chicken.
Their grilled cheese dippers are good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all their food is good.
Good salads. I've had salads there.
Yeah, their salads are good. We went there for a bachelorette party for lunch. It was really good. They accommodated really well with there being
with a large group.
There's probably 30 of us. They did really well.
Yep.
With us sticking downtown, we've also got Zuki downtown, which hibachi, really good. What else we got downtown? Brew Burger. You like
I've not been to Brew Burger yet. Oh. I know. Burger. I've got a love-hate relationship with burgers.
Oh, I love a good burger and steak. I'm all about that. Yeah, but then they've got their veggie burger, their black bean burger. I'm very partial to their black bean burger. It's so freaking good. Their Mexicali though is probably my favorite because it's got the tortilla shells instead of buns.
Ooh. And
then it's got like a jalapeno coleslaw on it type thing.
Okay.
With some pepper jack cheese.
That does sound really good.
Yeah, I'm hungry, so everything sounds good right now. Then I've got Acapulco here in Newburgh.
I love that customizing your chicken on the beach is a thing. Because most places, if you want to add stuff or whatever, like they'll do it. They'll accommodate as much as they can.
Yeah.
But they kind of look at you like, what?
Yeah.
But Acapulco, they're like, yeah, load it up.
Yeah. People look at me weird when I say what I like on my chicken on the beach.
Listen, pineapple only belongs on so much stuff. Pizza and chicken on the beach are two of the things it does not belong on.
It definitely does. I will argue with you until I'm blue. You have to try it, and it goes on both. But that's what I order. I order chicken on the beach, add pineapple, and then peppers and onions. Fajita peppers and onions, no tomato. I like tomato, but not on that. Yeah. I also have login and Carrigan going up towards home.
I will be honest, and this might hurt some people's feelings, and that's okay. I am carriage above login.
100%.
Yeah. Login's good. Don't get me wrong.
But since they switched from real potatoes to instant mashed potatoes, they have lost me. Like, their chicken's great, everything's great, but they switched from real potatoes to instant. You don't do that.
You don't do that. No.
I'm very serious about my
people.
potatoes.
You can tell.
You don't do that.
You can
tell. And it was because they couldn't keep up with it, which that's fine. I understand. But you don't do that. But Carrigan, with their wide variety of their menu, and you don't have to accommodate everybody. I am a huge Carrigan person. Like, even with
I feel like it always feels more fresh too.
Yeah. Well, and even them switching owners to the Shellers within the last 5-6 years, they've done a really, really good job of keeping it the same.
Consistent.
And that's awesome. No offense to the Elvers,
Anybody,
but definitely big Cajun people because I like fried bologna
Yep.
from Dayways, and that's what they serve. Yeah, I also have last but not least, Toroni's.
I have been to Toroni's multiple times, and the pizza just is too. It upsets my stomach. It's too greasy for me. I can't. Like everybody's like, oh, just dab it off. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't really want to have to do that just to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it is delicious.
I like their food, and I like Pizza King Strombolis. Can't go wrong. But the last time I went, it was like so. But then I went to Twisted Tomato on the north side. It's behind the old Whirlpool building off of 41 and what is that road? Yeah,
St. George.
Yep. Just a little mom and pop. Their Strombolis are to freaking die for. Like they are so good. I mean, not trying to knock Sandy's or anywhere else. Like I worked at Sandy's for 7, 8 years. It's great. It's not the same.
Yep.
Moving down more southern Evansville area, I've definitely found more places that I enjoy.
Yeah.
It gives
you the feel of home and knowing people and locality.
Yes.
But also a step up compared to what we have had.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a very big so like 2020 kind of changed my mindset on drinking and eating local.
Yeah.
Where I would rather support small businesses and people that I know.
Yeah.
Versus big chain restaurants. Don't get me wrong, I'll go to Drake's, Sonic.
Yeah.
But I guess I just visit more chain restaurants as a fast food restaurant.
Yep.
Versus a
sit down meal.
Yeah. Like there's a group of us that went to Amagwe in Boonville last night versus like, somewhere else. Which our choices were Los Bravos, which is local. El Magwe, which is local, and then our third one was Commanders in Boonville off the square. So, or 3rd Street Tavern. So, all 4 places were local. Big firm believer on supporting local.
Well, and supporting local too, it's you a lot of the times, not every time, but a lot of the times get to see the face behind.
Yeah, like
everything.
I know the owner, like I've met the owners and talked to the owners of Myriad. I talked to the owner of Barker's this morning. I talked to them both actually. Honeymoon, I talk to her all the time. It's just
it's home feel and personable. Yeah,
and it makes you feel better knowing that they're actually working versus like
we're paying 5,000 other people to just run something that you're in a different state, not touching and looking at on a daily basis.
Like the only good thing, so the only chain restaurant that I know of, like franchises, and you have to be part of the company and be in the building 6-7 days a week, is Chick-fil-A. So for you to buy in for a franchise, you have to not only be well known in the community, you have to be part of a church, and you have to quit all other jobs. So your face has to be seen in that, and they don't just let whoever buy the franchise. So like me and you couldn't buy a franchise together.
Well, they wouldn't let me anyways, I don't think.
But you know what I mean, like. But yeah, it's just, I mean, that's just how it, like, that's what you want out of a franchise versus, you don't know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, I worked for Wings for a really long time. And yes, it's a franchise, but it's still very Midwest. So they're only, so them and Hacienda are only local to Indiana. So Hacienda and Wings, etc., both were born, I don't know what you want to say, in northern Indiana.
Yep.
And so, like, I knew my owners of Wings, etc., the Malholtras, and they were fantastic people. And then it was a local couple that were out of Posey County. They were super nice, but the Malholtras also run like Taco Bell's. They own multiple other Wings, etc. And then Hacienda, I don't think I ever met the owner of it, but like the managers are the ones that own it. Just like per se, like they're the ones that run it. So, but I mean, those are the kind of restaurants that I'd rather work for that, have 4, 5, 6 restaurants versus millions.
Yep.
Like BJ's and Drake's, Olive Garden, Texas Roadhouse, like, and that's what we've talked about. Like, there's not a really good, like, super great steak place around here.
I've heard people argue that Kavanaugh's is really great. Kavanaugh's it's just pricey.
But for 2 people, we can spend, like, me and my ex-husband would go and we would spend $200 on dinner and drinks.
Yeah.
Just us 2. Like, that's insane.
A little more
around here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, let's go get steak," and they're like,
so many people choose Longhorn.
I can't say I've ever been to Longhorn, honestly.
I'm not a big steak person. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'll eat it, whatever. I'm not gonna go order it at a restaurant or anything. But like,
yeah,
to choose Longhorn, I'm a little confused by that. Being a great steak place.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, today we're going to end it up with Lucy doing a shot of tequila.
What? I already sipped at it.
What'd you say last time? Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. It's warm.
All right. Catch you next time. And
let
support
us know.
Local. What else? What did we miss? Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know if we missed anything, where we need to try. We have a few on our list that just opened within the last month.
Noche.
Yep. Jan's place.
Yep. What else?
What else are we missing? I know Alyssa's got a few places that she needs to try from not being at home for a long time.
Yep.
But yeah. Let us know what we're missing out on, what we need to try if we're within an hour radius.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. I mean, I know a few people in Vincennes area and stuff that they've got some great stuff. I will say I'll do a shout out for Zip and Sip because they have so many flavors on their menu. Everything. I will drive the hour there and the hour back to get a marshmallow Mountain Dew.
Yep. Oh, we missed taco tea.
Oh my gosh. Taco tea, absolutely.
100%.
Vanilla Mountain Dew.
Yep.
100%. I'll get a Sancho usually.
Chicken cheesy.
Yeah. Their nacho papas are a big hit.
With chicken. Oh,
yep.
I'm hungry.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Comment below. What do we miss? What do we not? What do we need to try? All of the above. And we'll catch you next time.
Cheers.
Nope.